Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. From Crypto Eddie here on Twitter, lights go off at midnight on June 20th, Shanghai time. All Bitcoin and other mining facilities in Sichuan will be collectively powered off. I'm keen to follow the migration of their new locations. And here it is, shutting off Bitcoin mining rigs. And this tweet, retweeted out by Crypto Eddie, this original tweet was from BTC in China on Twitter. And so if you guys were wondering why the market was collapsing, this is the news that is creating huge sell-off in the cryptocurrency space. Now, before I get into this, guys, I just wanted to mention this, a promotion from Unstoppable Domains. They originally had this promo only up until the 17th of June, but they did extend it, guys, to this coming Tuesday, June the 22nd. Basically, they are offering you 3x domain credits for every dollar that you have currently spent on Unstoppable Domains. So, for example, if you spent $50, you will get $150 in credits. And so, I believe if you've already spent that money in the past, your account will be credited. And as you guys can see here, there are new extensions that are available like .coin, .wallet, .bitcoin, .x, .888, .ntf, .dao, .blockchain, and so credits could be in your account. You might want to check that out. And if you guys are looking to purchase some more Unstoppable Domains, I do have an affiliate link in the description of every video that I do. You can use the link if you want. You don't have to use it though. It is right here though for ease of use if you guys are looking to purchase new domains with your extra credit. Promotion ends on June 22nd, which is this Tuesday. But I wanted to talk about the crypto market and, this historical moment for Bitcoin mining. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the crypto market today. This video is going to be dedicated to what is going on right now and, the case for a continuation of a bullish market moving forward. Of course, I'm going to talk about XRP, the XRP price. I know XRP did dip below 80 cents. Let me just start off by saying this is an historical event in Bitcoin. Lights out in mines in China. So there is an historical event for Bitcoin. All Sichuan mining farms will be shut down in the early mornings. That was this morning, June 20th. Is Bitcoin mining ending in China at midnight Shanghai time on June 20th? All Bitcoin and other crypto mining facilities in Xinjiang will be shut down en masse. BTC miners who are too late to migrate devices will suffer large losses as a result. Sichuan is the largest region of Bitcoin miners in China and even the world. Making a statement on the matter, the sector workers said, with the closure of Xinjiang mining, the most tragic moment in the history of blockchain begins for miners. You will understand the historical value of this situation in time. So that's quite cryptic. There's more information in this article with regards to just the amount of what was mined, what is being produced right now, what will happen now. So the Chinese mining industry, which giants like Bitmain are credited to advance the semiconductor industry, is thought to be worth tens of billions of dollars. It is claimed that China, which at one point was home to about 90% of the hash power, now has hash power of around 40 to 50%. A very dark moment for Chinese miners, and so this is clearly affecting what is going on in the crypto space. What's going to happen to the Chinese miners? Because China gradually closed the region, miners are likely to migrate and relocate. So this is not going to be a permanent thing for them. They are likely going to relocate to a different location, but this has definitely had a toll on the market. Of course, Bitcoin feeling the pain. XRP certainly feeling the pain, trading right now at about 71.5 cents. And the entire crypto market as a whole, just yesterday we were hovering at around $1.5 trillion. Now we are below $1.4 trillion up here. Bitcoin dominance still at and around 45%. But guys, take a look at this sell-off. Bitcoin down over 4%. Ethereum down 6.7%. Binance Coin down 6.2%. Cardano almost down 6%. Dogecoin and XRP both down 9% respectively. So a sea of red for the crypto space. Large losses for the crypto space, although, this isn't the worst I've seen it. I have seen worse than this, if you can believe it. Some of you guys who have likely been in this space for a while could back me up on that. So what's going on here? VJ Boyapati posted this on Twitter. China's ban on Bitcoin mining is unlike prior bans they have imposed. It will have a long-lasting effect on mining ecosystems in that country. Real capital expenditure took place that is not easily transferable. Miners will be much more hesitant to deploy in China. So the government putting in regulations to kind of dissuade people from opening up shop mining Bitcoin in China. Even if China later reverses the ban, miners will understandably be reluctant to make large-scale capital deployments in a capricious regulatory environment. This was bad for China, which was very well positioned for Bitcoin's monetization, but has in a single stroke destroyed their position. It is good for Bitcoin as mining will become more decentralized and now properly price in regulatory risk. So some interesting observations here from VJ. Now, let me also remind you, guys, is it a coincidence? This is also happening at the same time. This is from DJ Peter Vass. China rolls out 3,000 digital yuan ATMs while the US is sleeping. So this just out coming a couple of days ago. China continues its efforts to boost adoption of the digital yuan. Is it any coincidence? Mining Bitcoin in China becoming more and more precarious. Meanwhile, China is pushing their digital yuan and installing 3,000 new digital yuan ITMs. So China hopes to increase adoption of its digital yuan by adding support for the currency at more than 3,000 ATMs in Beijing. Citizens will be able to withdraw the digital yuan for cash and vice versa. China is making the digital yuan available at more than 3,000 ATMs in Beijing, the Industrial and Commerce Bank of China has announced. China was the first country to implement the central bank digital currency. The digital yuan has proven popular, particularly since the bear flu pandemic hit the country. Citizens will be able to use the ATMs to convert digital yuans to cash and vice versa. Prior to this announcement, only 10 ATMs in Beijing supported the digital currency. Its next step is a national rollout that's seen the digital yuan launch in several major cities, including Shenzhen, Shanghai, Beijing, Chengdu, Changsha, and Shihu. So, China, not negative on cryptocurrency, just negative on Bitcoin mining in their country because they are rolling out 3,000 ATMs, which will provide digital yuans to their citizens. This happening at the same time that, this region of the country is going dark for Bitcoin mining. So let's be smart and analyze this. Banning Bitcoin is not necessarily anti-cryptocurrency. It is not necessarily anti-innovation. And this is just temporarily having an effect on the cryptocurrency market, on Bitcoin price right now, and, of course, by extension on XRP price. The rest of the cryptos in the space, everything is in the red at this moment in time. Documenting Bitcoin pointed this out in the last 24 hours. Foundry USA is the only major Bitcoin mining pool that has increased its hash rate. So take a look at this over here. FT Pool, via BTC, and Poolin, BTC.com. Everybody is in the negative percentages. Binance Pool. Foundry US is the only one that is in the positive 1.57 increase in Bitcoin hash rate. So interesting to note that. And Foundry, just a little bit about them. They are created to meet institutional demand for better capital access, efficiency, and transparency in the digital currency mining and staking industry. And these guys are an American company. So as China is doing their thing, Foundry increasing their hash rate here as per documenting Bitcoin. Interesting. We've also got this article from Bloomberg that I should point out. So Michael Burry warns retail traders about the mother of all crashes. Michael Burry, for those of you guys who do not know, became a household name after his winning bet against mortgages was featured in The Big Short movie, one of my favorite movies that have to do with the stock market and modern finance. So he issued a series of tweets on Thursday warning individual investors about losses the size of countries in the event of a crypto and meme stock declines. All hype and speculation is doing is drawing in retail traders before the mother of all crashers. This is what Burry wrote on Twitter before the posts were deleted. When crypto falls from trillions or meme stocks fall from tens of billions, Main Street losses will approach the size of countries. History ain't changed. So what he is saying is, be wary of this. This market is being pumped artificially, as a lot of these markets tend to get when the hype heats up. And he's saying, be wary, because next, what we're going to expect is the mother of all crashes. Now, I don't think that this is imminent. If you guys remember The Big Short movie, he did put a short bet on the mortgage sector in the United States, and it took months before that final outcome. So, this is going to happen. The market does cycle itself. We could see the crypto market fall again by 85%, as we did in 2017, all the way back down to levels that we saw in 2018. So that was about an 85% correction on average for the crypto space. But is this happening now? Is this what we're to expect immediately, or do we still have time left? Well, I don't know if you guys have been noticing. I've been noticing a lot of these types of stories circulating in the crypto sphere. This with regards to one particular cryptocurrency. This unknown cryptocurrency soared by 164,842% in hours, only to crash 99% after that. So, I'm not going to get into the details. I will link this article in the description if you guys are interested. But just to kind of put an emphasis on my point here is that there are a lot of cryptocurrencies in the crypto space where we're seeing this kind of thing, right? Exorbitant gains followed by an exorbitant crash. And, this is trapping a lot of retail traders. This is getting a lot of people scared, of course. They put their money into the market expecting these gains. They see the gains, they get greedy, they do not sell off. And then sure enough, what happens is that they basically lose all their gains. It comes crashing back down, in this particular case, 99%. And so in some cases, these are designed to shake the retail trader out. In a lot of ways, we are kind of experiencing this with the Bitcoin price. So let's just take a look at Bitcoin right now. And okay, we got the news from China. However, Bitcoin not looking too terrible. I know the altcoin market is a separate thing. We're going to get to that. But Bitcoin right now, not looking too terrible, right? It's holding at about 34,100. And again, guys, this is the level of support that we're holding right here for Bitcoin. We did see that go as low as just about $30,000. I don't know. On some exchanges, it went a little lower than that. So that is denoted by this blue line here. You guys can see this candlestick did wick down before it came back up. So this was the crash that led to this. And we've just been trading sideways ever since. So that level of support can be found here, retraced back from January of 2021. Okay, after we saw Bitcoin make that high of about 42,000, we did see it retrace right back down to about 29,000 before it made this leg up here to reach new all-time highs. And at this moment in time, what we're seeing is Bitcoin just basing in and around this level, okay? What I like to do, and I don't like to take prices per se, I mean, for this channel and for videos just to demonstrate, it's easier to just say a price, okay? If Bitcoin goes below this price, well, then we're in trouble. But really what's going on here, guys, is that these are ranges. I mean, it's ridiculous to think that if it goes 1 cent below a certain price, that's it, and game over, sell out of everything. These are ranges. Traders do buy and sell, and so we are going to see fluctuation. The volatility is the thing we have to pay attention to in cryptocurrency. Volatility is quite high, and so, when I say 80 cents for XRP or $30,000 for Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin goes down to 29,000 and then rebounds back up, these are all things that we have to consider. This isn't always just a hard, fast rule, okay? We kind of have to have a little bit of leniency with this. So we got this range in here, the support level for Bitcoin. I'm just going to outline that with a yellow box. And you guys can see here, we are hovering in and around that zone for Bitcoin. So to be honest, nothing is really that scary on the Bitcoin chart. And I know you guys watch the Blockchain Backer, and he does bring up this inverse version of the Bitcoin chart. And you guys can see here on the inverse, I have it up here on the daily. What he's looking for is that crashing structure on the inverse chart. What I'm just going to show you guys right here is this level of resistance up here. And again, this is the inverted. So we would have to break with conviction, break up past this level here in order to really solidify the final answer that yes, Bitcoin is indeed looking bearish and it is going to crash into the ground. Now, I don't see this happening. I really don't see this happening at the moment. There's a lot out there right now to scare us, but I'm not buying it. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance for a second here. So here's Bitcoin dominance on the daily, and you guys can see here, Bitcoin has regained a little bit of dominance. We still haven't seen that final push back down, that final altcoin season when altcoins really tend to rally. So again, with the narrative that's out there, with China shutting off mining, this is definitely going to scare off some newbie investors. We do have to be prepared, guys, because this could last for a while. We could be trading sideways, for the rest of the summer. Let's bring up XRP for a sec. Now, XRP right now trading at 72 cents. And I know you guys are going to call me on this, but Working Money Channel, you said if it goes below 80 cents, that's it, we're done. Well, again, these are zones, these are ranges that we have to pay attention to. The bigger and more important thing I think we need to keep in mind is the larger trend of the market. And, we are seeing the rest of the market in free fall. When XRP does go up, we know it goes up by large quantities. We have seen this in the past. And so, the same is true for when it comes crashing back down. As you guys can see, XRP, one of the heaviest hit cryptocurrencies in the space with over 9% losses. But let's not forget, just a couple of months ago, XRP was seeing the same kind of velocity, but in the other direction on the way up. These are all things we have to put in perspective. And so what are we looking at here? Well, XRP on the daily, we did see that it did wick down as low as 65 cents. And, 65 cents, if we were to just take that wick, 65 cents brings us right in this range here, hitting resistance here, and even if you guys look more recently over here, back in November. You guys can see that 65 cent price level hits right here, pierces right here, and tops out right there, if you guys can see that. So again, these are ranges, and so you can kind of draw these ranges out as you see fit. Of course, this is a volatile market, and so, volatility is to be expected. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw volatility move within the parameters of the yellow boxes that I just drew here, just because this is such a volatile market. We got to pay attention to Bitcoin. No, guys, it is not the end of the world. If anything, if you still haven't accumulated as much cryptocurrency as you may have wished, now would be the best time to do that. Of course, I am not a financial advisor, so you have to do what you see fit with your cryptocurrency. As I'd mentioned in a previous video, I did just buy a stash of Algorand. Prices were good, so I thought I'd get in on that. Volatility is to be expected in this market. I have been through this since late 2017. I saw my XRP gains. I saw XRP reach all-time high, and then years later saw it come crashing back down sub 20 cents. So I've been through all of it. The important thing we have to keep remembering is that the crypto space is still innovating. Countries are jumping on board with cryptocurrency adoption, and this is fundamentally what is going to give cryptocurrencies value down the road. The spec market runs in cycles. We see ups, we see downs, people get excited, people get depressed. This is how cryptocurrency trading works. But let's not forget, on this backdrop of China shutting down miners, we are also seeing China install 3,000 new digital yuan ATMs. There was also this, guys, from BondCrypt XRP. Pay safe, are we reaching a tipping point for crypto as payments method? Now, this is an article just out. The value of cryptocurrencies has fluctuated nonstop over the pandemic. They have, for the most part, grown immensely in popularity, with 29% of all consumers in a survey conducted by Skrill saying that they are more familiar with crypto than 12 months ago. 47% of all consumers say they don't know enough about cryptocurrencies to use them for payments currently, and 24% would like to invest in crypto but don't know which ones to buy. So the beginning of this article talks a little bit about that spec market that we are currently in, but if I go down here, guys, it isn't only crypto's worth as an asset that is generating headlines, though. For years, we've been waiting to see when digital currencies would reach their full potential as a payment method, as well as a store of value. And despite the continued wild fluctuations in this valuation of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies throughout 2021, there are signs that this may be the year we see progress. And they give the El Salvador example. Also, mainstream businesses publicize that they're accepting cryptocurrencies, which is contributing to the promotion as a viable payment option. In the UK, for example, the country's most expensive property has recently gone on the market for £175 million, and the developer has said that they will be accepting Bitcoin as a payment. Amazon and Starbucks are just some other examples of retail giants that are accepting crypto payments in some form. But we also have all the partnerships from companies like Ripple. Think about all the central banks, guys. Think about all those companies merging, creating that synergy in order to promote more efficient cross-border payments worldwide. Let's also not forget, Ripple is still in court with the SEC. The clarity in the United States is still not there yet. But once we get that clarity, once we open up the cryptocurrency ecosystem to more opportunity, a lot of these coins will be able to solve the problems that they were created to solve. I mean, some of them are doing it right now, but we've got to see that scale. We've got to see the world adopt cryptocurrencies on a grand level. It's starting now, but it's still just the beginning. Anyway, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always want to hear your comments. See you in the next one, guys.